Hello my dear learners, welcome back to my YouTube channel Learn English with Neha, and today in this video I am gonna share some information about past continuous tense. So my dear learners, past continuous tense is used for those actions that were going on in past time, right? For showing those actions that were going on in past time, you need to use past continuous tense. For example, मैं जा रहा था, बच्चे खेल रहे थे, हम पढ़ रहे थे, हम एक दूसरे से बातें कर रहे थे, वो गाना गा रहा था, वो एक लेटर लिख रहा था. So these actions were going on in past time, right? So the structure of past continuous tense in positive formation is subject plus was were plus v1 plus ing plus object, right? So your helping verb for this particular tense is was and were, right? So where you have to use was and where you have to use were. So if your subject is he, she, it, singular name or any singular subject, and I, then you have to use was. I was, she was, he was, it was, my friend was, my neighbor was. Okay, but if your subject is you, they, we, any plural name or any plural subject, then you have to use were, right? For example, you were, they were, we were. Okay, my neighbors were, my friends were. Okay, now let's take some examples. For example, हम गाना गा रहे थे, we were singing a song. वो एक दूसरे से बातें कर रहे थे, they were talking to each other. मेरी सिस्टर एक लेटर लिख रही थी, my sister was writing a letter. मैं जा रहा था, I was going. वही लोग आ रहे थे, they were coming. Okay, they were coming. So these are the examples. It is very easy, right? Now let's have a look at the negative structure. So in negative structure you need to use not with helping verb, right? So helping verb में आपको not add करना है. It means wasn't, weren't, right? So your structure will be subject plus was not or were not plus v1 plus ing plus object, right? Subject plus was not or were not plus v1 plus ing plus object, right? For example, मैं वहाँ नहीं जा रहा था, I was not going there, I was not going there. वो नहीं आ रहे थे, they were not coming. वो बातें नहीं कर रहे थे, they were not talking to each other. Okay, मेरी सिस्टर एक लेटर नहीं लिख रही थी, my sister was not writing a letter. Okay, वो आर्ग्यू नहीं कर रहे थे, they were not arguing, right? Now let's have a look at the interrogative structure. So for interrogative structure, you all know that we have to use helping verb at the beginning of the sentence, and in this tense we have helping verb was and were. So we have to use was and were at the beginning of the sentence, right? So the structure will be was, were plus subject plus v1 plus ing plus object, right? मैं, क्या तुम वहाँ जा रहे थे? Were you going there? क्या वे लोग आ रहे थे? Were they coming? क्या वो बातें कर रहे थे? Were they talking? Okay, क्या आप पढ़ रहे थे? Were you studying? क्या रोहन पढ़ रहा था? Was रोहन studying? क्या आपकी सिस्टर एक लेटर लिख रही थी? Was your sister writing a letter? Okay, now let's have a look at the negative interrogative structure. So again we can make this structure by two ways. First way is using not at the beginning of the sentence with the helping verb. So it means wasn't and weren't. Okay, wasn't, weren't plus subject plus v1 plus ing plus object. The second way of making this structure is using not at the third place, right? So the structure will be was, were plus subject plus not plus v1 plus ing plus object, right? Was, were plus subject plus not plus v1 plus ing plus object. Okay, for example, क्या कल तुम वहाँ नहीं जा रहे थे? Were you not going there or weren't you going there? Okay, if you are using was not together or were not, so you can say wasn't, weren't. Was not is equal to wasn't, were not is equal to weren't. Okay, क्या तुम कल वहाँ नहीं जा रहे थे? Weren't you going there or were you not going there? क्या वो नहीं आ रहे थे? Were they not coming? Weren't they coming? Okay, क्या तुम्हारी सिस्टर एक लेटर नहीं लिख रही थी? Wasn't your sister writing a letter or was your sister not writing a letter? Okay, make some more examples. Let's do some practice. मैं वहाँ जा रही थी. I was going there. I was not going there. Was I going there? Wasn't I going there? Or was I not going there? Guest आ रहे थे. Yes, guest आ रहे थे. Guests were coming. Guests were not coming. Were guests coming? Weren't guests coming? Or were guests not coming? Okay. Teacher पढ़ा रहा था. Okay. Teacher was teaching. Teacher was not teaching. Was teacher teaching? Wasn't teacher teaching? Okay. मेरी सिस्टर एक लेटर लिख रही थी. माई सिस्टर वॉज राइटिंग अ लेटर. माई सिस्टर वॉज नॉट राइटिंग अ लेटर. वॉज माई सिस्टर राइटिंग अ लेटर? वॉजन माई सिस्टर राइटिंग अ लेटर? बच्चे यानी स्टूडेंट्स आपस में बातें कर रहे थे. स्टूडेंट्स वर टॉकिंग टू ईच अदर. स्टूडेंट्स वर नॉट टॉकिंग टू ईच अदर. वर स्टूडेंट्स टॉकिंग टू ईच अदर? weren't students talking to each other? Or were students not talking to each other? Okay. रोहन अपना रूम क्लीन कर रहा था. रोहन वॉज क्लीनिंग हिज रूम. रोहन वॉज नॉट क्लीनिंग हिज रूम. वॉज रोहन क्लीनिंग हिज रूम? वॉजेंट रोहन क्लीनिंग हिज रूम? ओके. ओके. शीना न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ रही थी. शीना वॉज रीडिंग अ न्यूज़पेपर. शीना वॉज नॉट रीडिंग अ न्यूज़पेपर. वॉज शीना रीडिंग अ न्यूज़पेपर? वॉजेंट शीना रीडिंग अ न्यूज़पेपर? Okay, so this is some little bit practice. Do such kind of practice. Okay, and make lots of sentences, speak more and more. For watching this video and kindly subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.